Boris Johnson has been told to tear up the Brexit withdrawal agreement altogether rather than wasting time making small amendments, leading Brexiteers have said. Former Brexit Party MEP Ben Habib and Brexiteer Jonathan Saxty say Brussels has not negotiated in good faith, and the EU divorce deal signed in January does not take back control of the UK's borders, laws, money or fisheries as promised the Tory election manifesto. In a scathing assessment, Mr. Habib and Mr. Saxty of the Brexit Watch think tank also claim the treaty has become a liability for the UK, and there is not a single thing in the 572-page withdrawal agreement which is to the UK's advantage. In a joint comment piece, Mr. Habib and Mr. Saxty say Boris Johnson is in denial about the deal he signed 8 months ago, and claim the agreement also bounds the UK to EU rules on state aid, employment, competition, environmental and tax laws, as well jurisdiction from the European Court of Justice. The Prime Minister put the wheels in motion to override parts of the Brexit deal on Monday afternoon, despite a huge backlash from former Prime Ministers, Brussels and his own MPs, amid fears the UK would break international law. In the House of Commons, MPs voted in favour to a second reading of the Internal Market Bill. The legislation could rewrite parts of the Brexit deal relating to the provisions around internal trade between Northern Ireland and the rest of the UK once outside the EU's single market and customs union. The controversial piece of legislation has been welcomed by Mr. Habib and Mr. Saxty, but they argue it does not go far enough and the time has come for Mr. Johnson to admit the whole withdrawal agreement is wretched and to ditch it. Writing in The Telegraph, they said, the biggest and most important contractual obligation the Prime Minister has is to the British people to deliver his manifesto pledges on Brexit. These are to take back control of our laws, our borders, our cash and our fishing. A failure to do so would be a betrayal of democracy itself. A plain reading of the WA reveals that it does not deliver these promises, it undermines them. The Internal Market Bill, if passed, would be a big step in the right direction but it does not go far enough. It is time for the Prime Minister to admit the entire WA is wretched and to ditch it. He has the moral high ground. All he now needs is the political will.